Hey, what's up, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be answering a bunch of questions about Findom and OnlyFans. All right? La 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 la. Okay. So the first question is, do you have to do anything sexual? And the answer is absolutely not. All right. So I mean, it's up to each individual person what they are comfortable with. Me, I'm not comfortable with doing anything sexual. You know what I'm saying? The most I will do is I will I will show pictures of myself, I guess, homosexual, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do anything sexual. Like I think it's up to each individual Findom master to decide where their limit is. And to be honest with you, a lot of the Findom subs, they don't want anything sexual in return most of the time. But the more sexual you are, the bigger of a market that you can appeal to. You know, because the Findom crowd is very small compared to the entire OnlyFans population. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So so if you want to make the most amount of money and you have no shame whatsoever, I would say do both. Take Make content that is sexual and make content that is not sexual. La, la, la. Okay, now the second question is, what's in it for the Findom sub? And you have to understand that Findom is a fetish, and from a normal, well, let me not say normal, from the average person's point of view, they get nothing in return. You know, I'm not giving them anything in return. You know what I'm saying? Um, but from their point of view, is they want to serve a master. You know what I'm saying? They want to support someone else who they see as more dominant than them, and it makes them feel good to give you their money because you know you can enjoy it or you can use it to build yourself up better. And that's basically what it's all about. You know, I'm not sending them any pictures or videos. I'm not chatting with them any extra. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would do that for some of my subs who aren't quite in the Findom, who I wouldn't quite define them as Findom subs. They're more just regular subs, and I will charge them for pictures or videos or whatever the case is. But for the strictly Findom subs, they don't want anything in return. La, 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 la. Okay, now what's the weirdest request I've gotten on OnlyFans? Well, I've heard a lot of crazy things. You know, obviously like the normal things like spanking or like feet content. You know what I'm saying? But I've had, I think I've had two subs ask me for things that I thought were a little bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, I had one sub ask me to spit into a cup until the cup was full, and then he wanted to drink it. I'm not a judgmental person, you know what I'm saying, but you guys can, you know, decide what you think about that, all right? And then I had another sub who actually offered me $200 to come over and basically beat him up. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to just pummel him into the ground. And obviously, I'm not going to do that. So I turned that down. But yeah, if you want to get into OnlyFans or Findom, you know, potentially you could be offered these kind of deals and, you know, you can make some money doing that. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's legal or not. But yeah, la la la. There you go. All right, guys. The next question is, does anyone in my life know that I'm a Findom master? And the answer is yes. My girlfriend knows. Some of my close friends, they know also. But my family and my girlfriend's family, they don't know. And hopefully they'll never find out, you know, because as far as they know right now, they think I'm still running a business I was running back in college, which I'm not doing that anymore. And to be honest with you, I don't like having to keep secrets from our families. And so my goal is to make enough money with Findom and save that up, and then I can start a new business again, you know, and that way I can quit doing Findom and OnlyFans, or maybe I can still do it, but then I don't have to lie about how I'm getting so much money, you know. All right, guys. The next question is Findom and making money on OnlyFans ethical? And to be honest, I'm not completely sure. I try to keep my business as ethical as possible. So when it comes to the OnlyFans, I try to, you know, well, I don't try. I make sure that I don't lie to my subs. You know, if they ask me for something, if they send me a tip, expecting something that we agreed on, then I will do it. I will never lie to my subs, you know. And then when it comes to the Findom, I mean, I think that as long as your subs are people who, are aware of what they're doing. So I wouldn't I wouldn't have a Findom sub who is someone who is like, a little bit mentally challenged. I'm not sure what the proper phrase for that is, but you know what I'm talking about, and yeah, I think that's the only thing, because at the end of the day, it's a fetish. It's what they want. It's what they're paying for. And actually, I feel like it'd be unethical to say that, hey, you can't do this even though this is your fetish. So that's the way I view it, and maybe I'm wrong, but if you have a differing opinion, let me know in the comments. Okay, so now, what kind of person is the typical Findom sub? And in my experience, they're typically, middle-aged men, between the ages of, I would say, 30 and 50 to 60. Typically single, typically they are gay. Well, they're pretty much always gay. If you are a male Findom master, then your male subs are gay. Okay, I would assume, and they're usually closeted from what I hear from them, and yeah, that's it. A lot of times, in my experience, they're white guys. But I don't know. Maybe if you live somewhere else, they could be a lot of different races. But I don't have a lot of black or Latino subs. You know. Yeah. All right. Now, what does the ideal cash master look like? All right. And obviously, everyone has their own preferences and likes different kinds of things. But I believe that there are a few attributes that will maximize your chances of being successful as a Findom master. And first of all, I think that you need to be masculine, like like muscular, tall, have a little bit of facial hair, have like a strong looking face, you don't want to have like a weak looking face, a weak chin. You don't want to be a pudgy guy with like skinny arms, Um let me think. Yeah, you want to be tall, ideally, and have a big feet, okay? And the good thing about this is, because it's online, I know I just said, I don't lie to my subs, but I guess I do fib here a little bit, okay? I'm actually 5'9", but when I advertise myself as a Findom master, I always say that I'm 6 foot or 6'1", and I also increase my weight. I weigh about 180, I would say, and online I say that I'm about 200, 210. Okay, so I do lie about that a little bit, and a lot of times the subs will ask you your feet size. You can also lie about that a little bit and just make it like, I don't know, like 12 or 13. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's ideally what Cash Master looks like. All right, now the last question in this video. All right, how to make the most amount of money in Findom the easiest way. All right, so I don't do this because I value my privacy. But if you don't care about any of that, and you just want to make the most amount of money as fast as possible, here's what you do step by step. All right, you're going to go on Grindr, make a Findom master account. Okay, just call yourself like master something, whatever. Put a picture of you on there, looking strong, looking mean, and then find guys who are looking for I'm not sure what it's called. Well, I know what it's called, but I can't quite say it here on YouTube. Cash R word. Okay, so they're looking for the cash R word, and then you're gonna meet up with them either at their place, hopefully at their place, and then you go over there, and then you're gonna bully them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna step on them, whatever it is, and then maybe like slap them around a little bit, punch them up a little bit, and then they'll probably give you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for that. Okay, that pays very well. I've been offered a lot of money to go out and meet these guys and do cash R words. All right, so I would say that is the easiest way you can make a whole lot of money. And honestly, you could start doing that today and quit your job. If I forgot to say this, if you look like a cash master, okay? You cannot be a guy with skinny arms and a fat belly. You can't be a small guy, all right? If you're short, that's not that big of a deal, but you need to bulk up, go to the gym, eat some meat, eat some protein, eat some potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Get your weight up, you know. You can be fat if you're also muscular and strong, all right? So make sure that your body fits the Findom Master body type, all right? And then you should be good to go. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with a new video, all right? Take care.